Quick video. The First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. Congress shall make no laws respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. So Congress can't make any laws about religion, and Congress can't make any laws prohibiting the free exercise of said religion. Alright? You know what that equates to? That equates to Congress making no laws about religion whatsoever. It's that simple. Okay? But I guess that doesn't include the Supreme Court. I guess if Congress can't do it, the Supreme Court can do it, right? The U.S. Supreme Court has been used as a great force of evil in this country. And it is playing a role that was never intended for it. It's called judicial review. That's not in the Constitution that the court should review the laws made by the elected representatives of the people. America was founded as a republic where the people have the power in that the elect representatives represent them in this body called Congress to make laws that reflect the people, power to the people, right? Not to a monarch, not to a dictator, but it's a representative republic. So they passed the laws, the Congress passed the laws, but somehow along the line, judicial review snuck in. And the Supreme Court is now the final arbiter, the final say. An unelected body has the final say over whether the laws that the representatives make is constitutional or not, and what they say goes. And that's not the way it should be. So the Supreme Court ruled that there is a wall of separation between the state and the church. Not in the Constitution. And how is that even possible? If I'm a Christian and you can't prohibit my free exercise of my religion, if you can't stop me from praying or reading my Bible, how are you going to tell me that there's a separation between the state and church? Aren't we members of the state? What's the state? Washington, D.C. is the state? Where does the state start and stop? What is the state thing? Don't states make up the USA? Aren't people members of each state? So how is there a separation of church and state? How is that possible? Oh, you mean the people that govern the country? That's what you mean, right? People with the power. They can be religious. But aren't you preventing their free exercise thereof? Isn't that making a law when it said, oh, Supreme Court, that you can't read the Bibles in school, you can't pray in schools, you can't lead kids in prayer in schools? Aren't you prohibiting the free exercise thereof, Supreme Court? And the Congress and the church are standing by, let them do that nonsense. Yeah, I guess because Congress didn't make the law, right? The Supreme Court, interpreted the law as such, right? I guess the Constitution did not cover the Supreme Court sneaking in there because they shouldn't have that right anyway to do what they're doing. What they're doing, everything that wicked men want, they run to the Supreme Court, right? They run to a court somewhere, a judge somewhere. Judge are unelected. This is a constitutional republic. This is a republic, not a country ruled by judges. The book of Judges, right? This is where we're living under, right? Judges. What the judge say goes, right? I mean, the founding fathers would be unwelcome today in America because this is not the America that they envisioned. Bear in mind that the founding fathers, the people that first came to this country came for religious freedom, and they were Protestants. They were Christians. All right? And they wrote that Constitution. I mean, I wish they were more clearer, but I guess they assumed that the place would always just be, one religion, Christian. But, it's still a brilliant idea what they said about, having Congress basically have a hands-off approach to religion. A hands-off approach, just leave religion alone. Right? Of course, they didn't foresee that, you'd have other religions, but still, I mean, it's still a brilliant idea. Just don't touch religion. But what do we have today? The state dictating that they're separate from religion and making laws about religion. Amazing. Jesus Christ is Lord though, regardless of what these wicked men do, how they, they snuck in. They'd have found a way anyway, to in time to disregard, the Lord Jesus Christ. No matter what the founding fathers did, they would have found a way to, wicked men will just disregard God anyway. But um, to turn this country into a secular nation, is not a good idea. To get rid of God, pre-trusted man, bad idea. You're gonna get what the chicken got and what the goat got. Being put on a dinner plate to be eaten. Jesus Christ is Lord, don't you know?